Welcome back. I'm Valam Nayak, and in this video, we're going to cover the Rutgers schedule of classes. This tool will help you find information about any course Rutgers offers. This video is part of a larger series about course registration, and you can find the link to that below. Let's start by opening a new browser and navigating to sis.rutgers.edu/soc. You can also find the schedule of classes from your My Rutgers dashboard or by searching for Rutgers Schedule of Classes on Google. Once you're on this page, you can start by selecting a semester. Some courses are only offered in the fall or the spring, and course offerings are constantly changing, so it's important to select the right semester. We'll select Fall 2020. We'll select New Brunswick for the location and undergraduate for the level. There's one thing to keep in mind. If you're registering for classes during the 2020-2021 academic year, instruction may be remote. That is different from the option to select online and remote instruction courses. This option is for courses that are regularly offered remotely and has nothing to do with the school's response to COVID-19. So we'll leave our selection as New Brunswick and click Continue. That will bring us to the search page. Here we have three ways to search for courses: by subject, keyword, or core code. For now, we'll stick to the subject and keyword search. Let's start with the keyword search. If you know the name of the course or subject you're searching for, just type that in and search. Let's try searching for innovation. We get 6 results. On the left, we see an 8-digit course code, which we can hover over. The first 2 digits represent the school code. For example, 33 is the School of Business, while 14 is the School of Engineering. This tells us which school teaches the course. Many courses are open to any student at Rutgers New Brunswick, but others are open only to students in that major or school. You'll have to be careful here. Different schools often offer similar courses, but they're not the same. For example, 5 different schools offer an introductory marketing course, but RBS students will need to take the RBS version of the course. When registering, make sure the course code matches what you see in Degree Navigator, or what your advisor has recommended. I recommend watching the Degree Navigator video next. The second 3 numbers are the subject code, and the last 3 numbers designate the course itself. Generally speaking, the higher the course number, the more advanced it is. For example, 300 and 400 level courses may only be open to juniors or seniors, or have several prerequisites attached to it. This is not a rule, and first-year students can take higher level courses, but it's something to keep in mind when you're judging the difficulty of a course. Let's expand the first course by clicking on the triangle icon. In the green section, we see that the course is taught by remote instruction, and that this section is only open to the School of Business. We can also see the Rutgers Business School does not grant special permission numbers. We'll talk more about those later. Let's minimize that. With keyword search, the results show courses across schools and subjects, which can be helpful in some cases. However, most of the time we'll be looking for a course within a certain subject or major, and so we'll want to search by subject. Here, let's take a look at the drop-down list. As you can see, Rutgers offers a large variety of subjects, and that's a big advantage of being at a large university. These subjects are in alphabetical order, and the subject code is usually in numeric order. As we look at courses, keep in mind that you will need to take courses in multiple subjects. For example, if you're a finance major, your major classes will be under the finance subject. However, you may need to take a math course as well, and that would be offered under the math subject. Let's start by searching for mathematics. The subject code is 640, and we can see that the mathematics department offers several courses. We can use the filter option on the side to narrow down our results. But to ensure we are able to see a wider picture of what is available, I'll leave the filters alone for now. Let's expand the first course to see its details. Here we have all the information we need. We can see how many credits the course is worth, specific information about the course, such as restrictions and what digital tools will be used, as well as the index number, which is very important. The index number is unique across the university to this section of the course in this semester, and this is the number we'll need when actually registering. We can also see when the class meets, which campus and building it meets in, and the professor. There's a link to access books for the class, but this isn't always updated. Your instructor will provide more information about reading material in an introductory email, on Canvas or Sakai, or on the first day of class. If you're only registering for a single class, you can register right from here by clicking the register link. You will then be prompted to log in with your NetID. Let's look at another class. We'll go to the physics department and take a look at general physics. Here, instead of seeing just one section, we see 27, only one of which is open. For more popular courses where everyone cannot fit into one class, sections help split up that load. Usually all the sections cover the same content, but sometimes certain sections may have restrictions. An example is a section that is reserved for honors students. In general physics, we can see that section 1 has 3 meeting times, with the BUS indicating that the class normally meets on Bush. In this case, the class is offered remotely, so we can ignore its location. The grayed out meeting time is the recitation, while the other 2 are lectures. Lectures can sometimes get very large, and so recitations are a chance for the professor or teaching assistant to work with you in a smaller group. As we scroll through, notice that every other section has the same lecture times. This is because all of the sections share the same lecture, but have different recitation times. This is a common structure for courses with many sections. Now let's take a look at section 2. Here we see one lecture time, but we also see hours by arrangement. And like the other sections, it's offered remotely. These sections will have a regular schedule of work and assignments due throughout each week, but they will not require you to be online at a particular time for the second lecture and recitation. Rather, your instructor will provide materials, for example, readings, video content, presentations, lectures, assignments, and exams. And you can access these materials and satisfy the course requirements within the time frame specified by the instructor. Sections will either be synchronous, as in fixed meeting times, asynchronous, as in hours by arrangement, or hybrid, which is a combination of the 2. Section 2 has a hybrid format. Let's minimize that course. Looking back at the list, we see that there are 2 courses named General Physics. One is 203 and the other is 204. If we look at the prereqs for the second course, we notice that Physics 203 is a prereq. That tells us these courses are in sequence, and we can think of them as Physics 1 and Physics 2. Understanding how to read prereqs is necessary. For Physics 206, there's a long list of prereqs, but you only need to satisfy one of them to take the course. For Physics 227, we see an and/or structure. You need to take Physics 116 or 124, and everyone needs to take Calculus 152. Sometimes you may need to take a course that's full or is not offered to your major. If you would like to still add that course, you can request a special permission number or SPN from the department coordinator or from the professor teaching that class. When we register for restricted courses in WebReg, we'll be prompted to enter our SPN. If WebReg ever asks you for an SPN when you shouldn't need one, just reach out to the department offering the course. To contact a professor, go to search.rutgers.edu and type in their name. Their email address should be listed on their profile page. If you need to contact the undergraduate director for a department, you can also use this search, but I prefer searching for the department on Google, for example, Industrial and Systems Engineering, finding the faculty listing, and looking for the undergraduate director. Lastly, I want to talk about Burn seminars. Burn seminars are one-credit courses that cover a wide variety of interesting topics, and they are only offered to first-year students. Class sizes are kept small to give you an opportunity to meet other first-year students. These courses are pass or no credit, so you don't get a letter grade and they don't affect your GPA. So if you see a topic that interests you, I highly recommend signing up for the course. I would also consider taking a FIGS, but these are currently only open to SAS, SEBS, and RBS students. Check the course restrictions for the most recent information. So that's your walkthrough of the Rutgers schedule of classes. If at any point you get stuck or need further assistance, you can contact your school's advising department. If you have technical questions, you can contact the Office of Information Technology. I'll see you in the next one.